the richest man in history, didn't invest in cryptocurrencies. He didn't do day trading. He never heard of artificial intelligence. But what he knew is worth more than any modern MBA. Solomon mastered something far more powerful than money: the art of thinking. And today, you will discover the 7 hidden principles that turned this man into a legend, and that can rebuild your mindset and your destiny starting now. Solomon was more than a king. He was the son of David, the ruler of Israel's greatest golden age, and a universal symbol of wisdom, revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims to this day. He didn't just accumulate unimaginable wealth. He attracted kings, queens, and sages from every corner of the world, who traveled for weeks just to hear him speak for a few minutes. But what few people understand is that Solomon's wisdom was deeply practical. It wasn't theoretical. It was applied to government, to business, to relationships, to the mind. Today, you won't hear pretty quotes. You will walk away with 7 real foundations, used by one of the most legendary men in history, that can reprogram your mind, your decisions, and your money. 1. Wisdom above all. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. These words are from Proverbs 4 verse 7, and they carry one of the greatest truths in human history. When Solomon had the chance to ask the Creator for anything, he didn't ask for gold, land, or revenge against his enemies. He asked for wisdom, because he knew that the right mind can build any empire, even from nothing. And what happened? With wisdom came wealth, peace, respect, and prosperity like the world had never seen. The king understood that humanity's greatest competitive advantage isn't external tools, it's internal clarity. Today, in a world obsessed with shortcuts, cryptocurrencies, and magic formulas, this lesson is more relevant than ever. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men alive, says he reads about 5 hours a day. Because he knows, knowledge is accumulated power. Invest in your mind before you invest in any asset. Books, meaningful conversations, mentors, silence, reflection. Wisdom is the only asset no one can steal from you, and once acquired, it transforms everything you touch. 2. Long-term vision. Solomon took 7 years to build the Temple of Jerusalem. But this construction was not only physical, it was symbolic. It represented a project of vision, patience, and legacy. A temple isn't built in a day, and the same goes for true prosperity. Solomon understood that the most valuable things take time. That's why he didn't live for quick results. He lived for lasting results. We live in an era where everything has to be instant: likes, replies, profits. But wisdom teaches the opposite. What grows too fast is usually shallow. Immediate gratification is the enemy of true success. Applying long-term vision requires mental discipline. Ask yourself, what are you building today that will still matter 10 years from now? Are you living on impulse or by strategy? A simple yet powerful tool to cultivate this vision is journaling. Write down your long-term goals. Visualize them. Read them every week. Create milestones. The temple of your life will only rise if you think like an architect, not a hurried laborer. Great works require great weights, but they also yield great rewards. 3. Discernment in partnerships. Solomon did not rule alone. He knew that real power isn't just in commanding, it's in choosing well who stands by your side. He forged strategic alliances with neighboring kingdoms based on purpose and vision, not just immediate gain. He selected advisors, leaders, and partners with wisdom, understanding that bad company can destroy what a lifetime took to build. In the book of Proverbs, Solomon says, "He who walks with the wise becomes wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm." This isn't poetry, it's practical reality. Today, in business and personal life, many fail not for lack of talent, but because of poor alliances. Toxic friendships, dishonest partnerships, relationships that drain your energy. People are either bridges or walls. They either move you forward or hold you back. So pay close attention. Who do you walk with? Who influences you? Who do you listen to? Success requires selecting your tribe carefully. Solomon grew because he surrounded himself with minds aligned with his destiny. You also need to choose wisely who shares your table and your vision. 4. Intelligent delegation. Solomon was a wise king, but not a lonely one. He understood that leadership is not about doing everything yourself. It's about building a system where the right people do the right things. He divided Israel into 12 regions and appointed governors to manage them. While many leaders try to control everything, Solomon delegated intelligently. This freed his mind to think strategically, make high-level decisions, and maintain focus on the bigger picture. Because he knew, those who get caught up in details lose sight of the future. The same principle applies in the modern world. A true builder of wealth learns to step out of the role of executor and into the role of creator. He automates, organizes, trains, and delegates. Elon Musk, for example, doesn't build rockets with his own hands, but he leads brilliant minds with clarity of purpose. And it all starts with the ability to trust, train, and let go. You don't need to do everything. You need to do what's essential, and allow others to help you expand. Delegating is not weakness. It's strategic wisdom. Growth requires letting go. And no empire is built alone. 5. Self-mastery and moderation. Solomon wrote, "Like a city broken down and without walls is the man who has no control over his spirit." And no one understood this metaphor better than he did. Solomon witnessed firsthand what happens when a man loses control over himself. Even with all his wisdom, he allowed himself to be carried away by excess, women, luxury, vanity. And gradually, his empire began to crack from within. Here lies the paradox. Knowing what is right is not enough. You must live it. And that requires self-mastery. In a world bombarded with stimuli, quick dopamine hits, and disguised addictions, mastering yourself is one of the greatest fortresses. Those who give in to every impulse, every distraction, remain trapped in a cycle of anxiety and frustration. Self-mastery is not repression. It's redirection. It's understanding that not every desire should be indulged, and that not every immediate pleasure is progress. It's knowing how to say no when your soul wants to say yes. Solomon teaches us that the greatest battle is not against the world, it's against ourselves. Those who win this inner war become unshakable, because a true king doesn't just rule over lands, he rules over himself. 6. Love for truth. The Queen of Sheba traveled hundreds of miles to test Solomon. She arrived with difficult questions, riddles, and sharp doubts. He answered each one with wisdom and transparency, not to impress, but because truth resided within him. Solomon understood that truth isn't something you memorize, it's something you live. And that's why his word carried weight. Those who lie to protect themselves hide from their own greatness. But those who live in truth, even when it's uncomfortable, build authority that cannot be shaken. Today, we live in the age of appearances. Social media rewards shine, not essence. But what builds a solid life is precisely what is unseen: integrity, character, righteousness. Truth is not comfortable, but it is liberating. It requires courage. Sometimes it points out mistakes, reveals wounds, exposes inconsistencies. But it is in this confrontation that true transformation occurs. Solomon did not fear truth because he knew it aligned him with his purpose. And if you want to build something that lasts, start by being brutally honest with yourself. Truth does not expose you, it positions you. 7. Strategic generosity. Solomon wrote, "A generous soul will prosper, and he who waters will also be watered." In the world's logic, giving seems like loss. But in the logic of wisdom, giving is multiplication. Solomon understood that true prosperity doesn't come from accumulation alone, but from circulation. He used his wealth to build, to serve, to create something greater than himself. His palaces, public judgments, and temple, all were executed with excellence, but also with intention. He gave, but he gave wisely. He invested in what would yield spiritual, social, and political returns. And because of that, the more he gave, the more he received. Today, many accumulate out of fear. They hoard as if scarcity lives in their hearts. But the generous man, who plants with intelligence, reaps double. This is not blind charity, it is strategic sowing. You can be generous with your time, your knowledge, your attention, your ideas. Generosity isn't about money, it's about presence, contribution, and value. True abundance begins when you exit defense mode and enter collective construction mode. Solomon was wealthy because he understood this early. When you become a source, you never run dry. You have just learned the 7 hidden principles behind the mind of the richest and wisest man in history. But understand, this isn't a motivational video. This is a manual for reconstruction. Wisdom above all. Long-term vision. Purposeful partnerships. Strategic delegation. Self-mastery. Truth. Generosity. These foundations never age. They were valid on Solomon's throne, in Paul's letters, in Rockefeller's businesses, in Napoleon Hill's books, and they still uphold the pillars of every lasting empire today. The question now is, which of these principles is missing in your life? Which one do you need to start applying today, even in small doses? Comment below. I read every single one. And if this kind of content resonates with you, subscribe to the channel now, because this is only the first page of a book we'll open together. Wisdom is calling you. Now, the choice is yours.